You know why I just did that? Actually, there was no reason. I'm just kind of bored. And I don't have anything to say, really. Yeah, this is awkward. Really, I don't really have a topic to go off of today. It's kind of weird. What should we talk about? Did I tell you about how my students have nicknamed me Ghost Stephanie? Well, I'm gonna explain a little bit more about it anyways, because I have nothing else to talk about. So in my school, I'm kind of one of those evil teachers. You know, I smack you on the head, and I kick you out of your chair, and I throw you around the room and out the window. Okay, I'm not one of those teachers, but I've seen them. But the way that I am evil to them is that I like to play tricks on my students. There are two things that I basically do. The first one is usually stealing something of theirs and waiting for them to notice that it's gone. But of course I'm showing this to all the other students around them so they kind of see and go, yeah, I see what you did. But everybody else kind of plays along, which is a good thing, I guess. Or cruel to the one student who will forever hate me for this. But usually it's all in fun and games. So for example, the other day I'm wearing my big sweater kind of thing that I wear to school. And it's kind of got poofy sleeves, so, you know, good for 5-finger discount. 5-finger discount? What's that? I don't know about that. So anyways, we have these identification cards which you use at lunchtime to scan which lunch you get, A or B. And so I'm sitting with a group of students, and one of them has her head kind of turned away, and her card is just sitting there going, take me, she'll never know. And so of course, I listen to that voice inside my head because it never shuts up. Shut up, will you? And I slyly take the card and kind of hide it so nobody knows exactly where I put this card. But everybody else has seen that I've taken the card, and so I slid it up my sleeve. And it was a good 15 minutes before she realized that the card was missing when the bell rang and she needed to go back to class. And everybody else was like, I don't know. And so of course she turns to me, because everybody blames foreigners. And also because I was the only one sitting near the card. And so I'm like, oh, I don't have it. No, see, not in my hands, not in my pocket. Check my pockets. And she checked my pockets. And everyone was like, what? Where did it go? And then I did that really cheesy thing where I pulled it out while she was looking on the floor and pulled it out of her ear. Because I'm that corny. So that's the first way that I'm kind of cruel to my students. The other way is I'm really good at sneaking up behind them without them noticing me and then scaring them! Or I'll wait for them to turn around and then scare themselves. So today I was hanging out with the volleyball team, and then I went over and hung out with the badminton team. Yeah, you heard me. I played with badminton girls. Their mittens are pretty bad. Sorry, I'll facepalm for you. Ow. And so I hung with badminton girls, and then I slowly walked over to the volleyball girls who were tying up the net so one of them was not facing me. And I slowly creeped up like so. Why am I doing this voice? I don't know. And the other girls all saw, but I gave them the very sneaky 007 symbol of... And then I stood behind the girl for a couple of minutes before she noticed I was there. Of course I was making all the other kids laugh by going like this and pretending to touch her aura. Even one of the girls who also had not been looking kind of turned and went, oh, big... So she caught on to the scene late. She was about to say, oh, bigurista, and give it all away, but the other girl hadn't noticed it. She was like, oh, no. And it went on for another minute before the other girl finally went, And that's the usual response I get from my students. So tell me, am I kind of a mean teacher? I got a question asking if I really loved Arash's song Lotus and how would I think of the music video. Now, I like the song Lotus. The PV was kind of weird for me, just the beginning part where they do the flower lotus. It just seemed kind of cheesy. But when I'm choosing songs for the ending, like the one that's playing right now, I kind of just go to iTunes, hit random, whatever one I get is the one that I put in. And that's all I have for today.